Right. Almost. Oh, well. Okay. All right.
And welcome everyone to Adam's Manual on this Shabbat Friday, this third Shabbat of the month, and we're delighted that Lucas Bennett is here to lead us in accompaniment on the guitar, and also we're blessed that Leah is also going to help us with some of our vocals this evening. And we're delighted that you are all here as well. And if you have questions, why are we sitting in the Tapestry room? You can ask me after the service, or some of the people who were here last Shabbat who might remember how it is we're in the Tapestry room with the door open to the sanctuary facing the street. We're going to open our service, our worship this evening, with the singing of Am Yisrael. And if you would like to follow along with the words in our Kabbalat Shabbat booklets, they are on the first page, page 1, the second line down, third line down. Page 1, and you might hear some readings that are not in your sequence. Keep the light first.
As these candles give light to all who behold them, so may we, by our lives, give light to all who behold us. As their brightness reminds us of the generations of Israel who have kindled light, so may we, in our own way, be among those who kindle light.
Barak atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, Borei bri gadol. Amen. Praise be to you, Adonai, our God, sovereign of the universe, creator of the fruit of the vine. Amen.
We turn now to page 2, welcoming in Shabbat with Lecha Dodi.
Shabbat,
our sacred space, welcoming in Shabbat. As we're able, we remain standing. We just took a moment to welcome and greet Shabbat, and so now we turn to one another. Perhaps that's not someone next to us, if we already know that person, but somebody in front of us, behind us, across the way. Introduce ourselves to one another, greet one another with Shabbat Shalom, and if you're joining us with blessed technology, say Shabbat Shalom, and invite you to share where you're from.
Shabbat shalom. I like to hear the Tapestry. How you doing? Oh, better than now. Back
Again,
Shabbat shalom, Mary. Shabbat shalom, Missy Duda. Shabbat shalom. The teacher's going to call on you now. 17. Probably.
And these are conversations we can continue with one another, follow our services, and our Bonei Shabbat. And if we're able, we remain standing. Turn to page 3 with Baruch Hu, our call to worship.
Ah
seated as we turn to page 3A for Ve'ahavta. Continue on page 4 with Nika Mocha, our song of freedom, a song of redemption. We join together in the middle of page 4. Let there be love and understanding among us. Let peace and friendship be our shelter from life's swords. Adonai, help us to walk with good companions, to live with hope in our hearts and eternity in our thoughts, that we may lie down in peace and rise up waiting to do your will. Baruch atah Adonai, haporei sukat shalom aleinu ve'al kol amo Yisrael ve'al Yerushalayim.
Shomrei, 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 shah.
for tequila.
Adonai, Sifat Ufia, Adonai, open up my lips, that my mouth may declare your praise. Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu, Elokei Avotenu, V'Imotenu, Elokei Abraham, Elokei Yitzchak, Elokei Yaakov, Elokei Sarah, Elokei Rivka, Elokei Rachel, Elokei Leah. Ha'el Gadol HaGibor HaNorah, Elehun, Gomer Chasadim Tovim, V'Gomer Ya'akov, V'Zocher Chasdei Avavim Ha'od, U'B'Gidolai B'Nedehem, Leman Shelo Re'ava, Eleh Gozeh Moshiach U'Magid. Baruch atah Adonai, Magid Avraham v'Ezrat Sarah. Atah Gibor Elom Adonai, V'Kayachol atah Ram Yoshia, Uri Achah. Megafer Chaim B'Chesed, Mechayeh Hakol B'Rachamim Rabim, Tzomim Tovim Ve'ovei Kohanim, U'Makir Asurim, U'Mekayeh Emunato, Mishegei Afar, Ikamocha Bar Bekurot, U'Nitzomelah. Baruch atah Adonai, Ha'el HaKadosh.
You can see it. As we join together at the bottom of page 7. May these hours of rest and renewal open our hearts to joy and our minds to truth. May all who struggle find rest on this day. May all who suffer find solace. May all who hurt find healing on this day. May all who despair find purpose. May all who hunger find fulfillment on this day. And may this day fulfill his promise. Baruch atah Adonai, Mekadesh HaShabbat. continue our prayer now silently, we might choose to look and reflect on some of the prayers that are in our Tefillah booklets, or we might choose to turn inwardly. And if you are looking to turn your meditation inward, I would invite you, if you would like, to uncross your arms and legs, if your feet are able to ground in the floor. Take a comfortable seat, perhaps roll those shoulders back and down. Sometimes I find my shoulders creep up over the week. And just let the tension relax. Take a deep breath in and out. If you feel comfortable closing your eyes or perhaps keeping them open with an unfocused gaze, maybe just a few feet in front of you. Take another breath in and out. And reflecting on those meditations and thoughts in our hearts. We turn our thoughts and prayers to those who are in need of healing, and so we turn in our, see to our booklet to page 8, in our prayers of Mishabera. If you are joining us through the blessing of technology and are thinking of loved ones who are in need of healing, whether it's a healing of the body or mind or spirit, I invite you to add those names to the chat at this time. And we send our blessings of healing to the following people in our extended Abbott Emmanuel family: Pat McMacken, Colton Einstein, Harry Kushner, Philip Lutz, Malcolm Fletcher, Ellen Bertuglia, Hannah Foster, Jordan Maverick Steinberg, Lillian Crawley, Carol Ann Ettinger, Harry Greenberg, Rosalie Middleman, Harriet Eisner, And if you're here in person in the sanctuary and you're thinking of someone who is in need of healing and want to add their name aloud, I would ask, as you're able to rise in your place and say their names aloud as my hand passes through the congregation.
Lisa Carl.
Teresa Smith.
Irene Lynn.
Julie Earl. Casey Gloriasville Simons.
Jackson Chapa, Ariana Pellegrino, Robert Friedman.
Melissa Vance.
Baruch atah Adonai, rofei hacholim. We turn our thoughts and prayers now to those in our country and in Israel and the region of the Middle East. We know that peace has not found its place yet. Sometimes I ask, well, what can I do? If I knew the solution to finding peace in the Middle East, I would have done it already. And so, one thing that we can do is we can pray. And so, we know that it's not just Israel in the midst of war in Iran, it's also our country, though sometimes it feels very far away. So let's start on the side. There were blue hand-ups on the way in with a prayer for our country, followed by a prayer for Israel. This prayer for our country is by Rabbi Jordana Schuster-Battis. Eloheinu, Elohei Avotenu v'Imotenu, our God and God of those who walked before us, be now our source of truth and light. Remind us that we are not alone in the pursuit of justice as we care for this country that we call home. May we come to hear America singing in all our varied tapestries of sounds and voices, as together we strive to nurture the compassion and wisdom to cultivate and comfort this land of life and memory. As others have before us, may we unite to create a shore where those who are tempest-tossed can again find refuge. A land where all may be treated with fairness and dignity. A place where we are brave enough to see and be the light we need. And may our dream, our legacy, be the land that, though it never has been yet must be, a land where every person can be free. Amen. And our prayer for Israel by Anat Hoffman. Eli, my God, in this sacred moment, give us hope for Israel and her future. Renew our wonder at the miracle of the Jewish state. In the name of the pioneers who made the deserts bloom, Give us the tools to cultivate a diversity of Jewish expression in Israel. In the name of our fallen soldiers, give us courage to stand up to the words and ways of zealots, those in our own midst and those among our neighbors. In the name of Israeli inventors who have amazed the world with their innovations, help us apply the same ingenuity to finding a path to peace. In the name of all these individuals, grant us the strength to conquer doubt and despair in Israel, replacing doubt with passion, replacing despair with hope. And let us say, Amen. You may close your books. Words have power. What we say with our mouth and what we write with our words can wield a great impact on others and on ourselves. This week's Torah portion, Divarim, it means words. It's the first Torah portion of the fifth and last book of the Torah, or Deuteronomy, as we call it in English. And toward the end of the first chapter, we read a verse as to how God responded to our ancestors' words. Those words were from the 10 scouts, the spies, who went into the land of Canaan, and they reported that while the land is lovely and the fruit is large, well, so are the people large. They're big and they're scary, and there's no way we can do it and go in, and we shouldn't attempt to enter the land. And their words weren't just what they spoke, but it was how those words had a ripple effect on the whole community, causing hysteria, and chaos, and fear. And God was not happy about it. And we are reminded of that in this week's Torah portion, because in Deuteronomy we hear a lot about the retelling of what happened earlier. Vayishma Adonai et kol hadirechem. Upon hearing the sound of your words, God became angry and vowed that this generation of people whom God brought out of Egypt would not be entering, except Joshua and Caleb. Moses is speaking these words to the Israelite community. Now here's a story adapted from Midrash Tehillim 39 that reminds us that our words have great power. There's a story of a king of Persia who became ill and was near death. The doctors told him that there was no cure for him unless he was brought milk from a lioness to drink. Now, if you know the story, don't tell the ending to the person next to you. One of the doctors replied and says, okay, I know this. If you will get me 10 goats, then you will have your milk. So the king ordered his servants to give him the goats, and he went out to hunt the lions, where he found a lactating lioness with her cubs. On the first day, the doctor stood far away, and he threw one of the goats to the lions. I know for those of us who are animal lovers, it sounds a little bit sad for the goat. But we have to remember the cycle of life. And so this was natural for lions to eat goats. So the second day, the doctor took a step closer, just a little closer, and once again fed the goat to the lioness, and did this day after day until he got close enough where he found that he was petting the lioness and playing with her and even taking some of her milk from her. And once he was able to do that, he started on his journey back to the palace to bring this milk of the lioness to the king. One night, while he was sleeping along his journey, he dreamt that his body parts got into an argument. They were fighting with each other. The legs said that they were the most important because without them, he wouldn't have been able to walk and get closer to the lioness to get the milk. The hands said, no, we are the most important because we are actually the ones who were able to draw the milk from the lioness. The eyes argued, no, no, no. We are the most important because we were the ones who saw and were able to bring the whole body to the place that we needed to in order to get the legs to move and the hands to do what they needed to do. The heart, which is interesting in Jewish tradition, the heart we think of as emotion, but often in ancient Jewish tradition, the heart is the seat of the mind, of the intellect. And the heart said that it was the most important because if it had not given that person, the doctor, the idea of getting the 10 goats to begin with, they never would have succeeded in their mission. Then the tongue said to them, well, if it weren't for me, what would you have done? And all the body parts answered the tongue and said, don't try to compare yourself to us. You are hidden away. You're a part that is in the dark, and it's a shadowy place. The tongue answered them and said, today you will acknowledge that I, the tongue, am the most important part of the body. The doctor woke up. He felt an ominous feeling. He was afraid. But he went on his way back to the palace, carrying the milk from the lioness to give to the king so that his ailing king would heal and be strong again. He entered the palace. He approached the king who was sick on his bed, and he handed the pitcher of milk to him, and he said, here you are, your majesty. Here is the milk from a dog. Dog? A dog? The king became furious. He somehow mustered the energy to show his anger and say, this man, he shall be put to death. Who is he mocking? I'm sick and he's bringing me the milk of a dog. We know that that won't cure me. And as the king was making this declaration, the body parts once again engaged in dialogue. They were scared. They were crying, oh no, we certainly will perish. And the tongue said to them, did I not say that I am the most important part of the body? If I save you, will you acknowledge that I am the most powerful? And all the body parts said, yes, tongue, yes. The doctor returned to the king and said, guided by his tongue, I'm sorry, your majesty, I misspoke. It's been a long and arduous journey. What I meant to say is, here is the milk of a lioness. Well, of course, they couldn't be sure, so the king's advisors took the milk and they tested it. Yes, indeed, it was milk from a lion. And so they gave it to the king, and sure enough, he began to heal. The rest of the doctor's body parts said to the tongue, indeed, the words that you speak have the greatest power. And then they thanked the tongue for saving all their lives. And the tongue, for its part, vowed that in the future, it would do its best to guard its ways, tell the truth, and speak for the benefit of the whole body. The end. May we similarly guard our ways and our words, understanding the power that they hold. Shabbat Shalom. We turn now to page 9. Page 9, as we're able, we rise in body and spirit before our
Alleluia, Shabbat, Adon, Avod, La Teikulari, Sempre, Shi, Shalom, Salu, Kigoyara, Son, Elo, Samanu, Kibishtabot, Adama, Shalom, Sam, Perkinu, Karem, Egora, Nenu, Kibor, Amona,
longer with us. And so we turn in our Siddur booklet to page 10. We announce with sadness the death of Wallace Wally Rudrow, who was a longtime building manager for Addis Emmanuel. Some of you may remember. Hope you received the email about the details for his funeral, which will be taking place this coming Tuesday. And I spoke to the funeral home, and they said it's because it's at the veteran, the Brigadier General Cemetery. It starts very promptly at 11:30. You might want to get there at 11:15. We also announced with sadness, though we have not yet sent out a notice to the congregation that will come after Shabbat, of the death of Martin J. Birnbaum, father of Eileen Lesser. And so that service will be a week from today, and please keep an eye on your email for the details. And during this period of Shiva and Shloshim, during the first 30 days, we remember the memories of Leonard Leibowitz, brother of Audrey Pomerantz, Dorothy Orlando, mother of Lori Wolfson and Wayne, grandmother of Melanie, Linda Matheson, mother of Mark and Mary, grandmother of Remy and Lily, Alyssa Walter, daughter of Steve Walter and Donna Zichronella Bracha. And we also mark this Shabbat the yahrzeits of the following loved ones: Hannah Adler, Sam Davis, Louis Fisher, Richard Vonrow, Nathan Kavitsky, Evelyn Krantz, Shirley L. Lewis, Lillian Litz, Robert Richmond, David Reifer, Esther Raghavan, Zelda Rosen, Mary Rubin, Ruth Schlesinger, Doris Schaffman, Rebecca Slaughterhoff, Stanley Smith, Stephen Trombecki. If there are others whose names you would like added at this time, if you're joining remotely, please feel free to put those names in the chat. And if you're here in person in the sanctuary and are able to, I would invite you to rise and say those names as my hand passes through the congregation.
Donald Walter. Martha.
Charlie Goldstein.
I invite those who are in a period of Shiva or Shloshim or in the first year of mourning, as you're able, to rise in your place. And if you are here observing a yahrzeit of a loved one, I would invite you to rise at this time. Zichronam Lebracha. May the memories of those be for a blessing, as we think also of those for whom there is no one to say Kaddish. And we rise then as one congregation in comfort and support as we continue with the words of mourning Kaddish. Yitgadal Yitkadash Shemei Rabba Yilma Tibra Pirutei Yamlin Malkutei L'chayechom Yomechom L'chayechom Beit Yisrael L'agala Bisman Karim V'Yimru Amen. Yehei Shemei Rabba Barak Le'olam Homei Hamaya. Yitbarach v'yishtabach v'yitpa'ar v'yitroma v'yitnaseh. V'yithadar v'yithaleh v'yithalal Shemei Kedusha B'Yikru. Le'ela min kol birkata v'shirata. Tushbekata v'nechemata. Ta'niran v'yalma v'yiru. Amen. Yehei Shlama Rabba min Shemaya. V'chayim aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael. V'yiru. Amen. Oseh shalom v'yomah. Huya aseh shalom. Aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael. V'yiru. Amen. May the source of peace send peace to all who mourn and comfort to all who are bereaved. And let us say,
Amen.
may be seated. pleasure to invite Joe Horwitz to come forward to share with us some Buddha oath ceremony.
Shabbat Shalom. Thank you all for coming and spending this beautiful Shabbat, braving the elements to be together tonight. Maybe tonight's Torah portion would have been better if it was a little different bush. Thank you, Rabbi Nemes Fowler, Cantor Sandy, Lucas, and for our sweet backup vocals and beautiful dancing, Leah, thank you. And also to our greeters, Robin Schaefer and Judy Marcus. And also for the setup of our own egg this evening, Diane Singer and our Judys, Judy Richter, Judy Marcus, and Carol Walker. And all of those that helped with the ONEG sharing donations. Tomorrow will be Torah Talk and Bagels at 8:45, followed by Simply Shabbat services. This coming Monday and Thursday, on Mondays at 1 o'clock and Thursday at 6 p.m. Wednesday, we will have our adult choir at 7 p.m. where we're getting 6:30, where we're getting ready for the high holidays. And Sisterhood is collecting donations for St. Paul's in Camden for their camp. They're collecting Sunday toppings for their ice cream Sunday. Next Sunday, the 26th, will be our Sisterhood rummage sale, and it's not too late to drop any items that you might have. We'll be accepting items Monday through the 23rd from 9:30 a.m. until noon, and also a week from Tuesday on the 28th will be game night. Look forward to seeing you there, and please check your Addith Weekly email on Monday for all that and more details on how you can get involved and see more events. Shabbat Shalom.
Our closing song for this evening is Od Yavo Shalom, which you can find on page 11. Page 11, second from the bottom. May peace come soon.
Are you gonna help me with this one? I thought that would be a yes. Okay.
Please join me in Motzi. Bye.